Hope you guys are having a gorgeous day. It is a beautiful day in LA, actually. And I was going to go to a couple of events, but I just feel like working. So I got up, work this morning, and I am on my way to a heated room workout, and then I'm going to get back to it. So I'm just going to be productive today. For me, I notice that when I have the energy to do something very specific, I just go hard with it, right? I just want to make sure that this class really does start at the time that I believe it does. So I just want to make sure really quickly. So guys, let me just make sure, guys. I believe it is at 12:30. So I'm here for you guys. This is a live stream all for you. I'll look when I get to the red light. But this is a live stream all for you, right? So what do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to ask? If you are watching this on the replay, I'm happy to answer questions on the replay, right? We can always make it a topic on the next live stream. And it's just really, you might say, I don't really know what to ask. Ask literally something that like you feel like you can't ask your friends, or you can't ask the people that you work with, or you really want a second opinion on something but you're too embarrassed. I'm here for you guys, right? Like, this is a safe space, right? So definitely take advantage of that when you can. Hello Fem, how are you? So until questions are coming in, I'm just gonna rant about what I've been doing this week, how some things that I learned this week, and hopefully it can help you guys when it comes to the journey of making money online or creating a TikTok shop. I'm also a live engagement host, so if anyone wants to see me do that, it's completely different vibe from how I am over here. I basically sound like an auctioneer over when I do engagement lives. So if anyone's interested in that, let me know. It's on What Up Dale. It's on With Love Chuckie. So it's WITHLOVE Chuckie, CHUCKIE, With Love Chuckie. So it's all about, I connect people to build their communities over there. So it's very, very specific. It's very focused. It's kind of hard to explain. You just have to you have to see it in action. But TikTok has a space where you can basically become a live engagement host, and you're basically, it's almost like you're hosting a virtual mixer. So you know how when there's like a networking event or a mixer event, and there's a venue and people come in and they have cocktails and little eats and bites, and they, there's maybe a presentation or something, and then everybody kind of just like, meets each other, right? Like, it's specifically to meet people. So that's what it is, okay? Oh, that made me laugh. I haven't seen one like that in a while. Okay, thanks for the laugh. So that's what an engagement live is. So if anyone is interested in that, check me out over there, okay? It's a little weird, but it's even weird for me. I'm like, I literally sound like a auctioneer. Let me make sure. I believe it's at 12:30. Okay, yeah, it is at 12:30. Okay, perfect. I just want to triple check that. So, let's see. Let's see. They're coming in here today. Ooh, okay, it's gonna be a fun live. Oh, that's funny. So yeah, this is a live specifically for you guys. By the way, if you guys want to take advantage of connecting up with each other while you're all over here, because I'm like, I don't know why I've never really thought of that. This isn't just the Embody Pursuit tribe. The Embody Pursuit tribe is, we're always in pursuit of embodying that next level. So it literally means embodying your next level for your content, your next level for your side income, your next level for your body. Like, it's all of the above. So please feel free to link up with each other when you're in here, and don't do a subscribe to subscribe, right? But take advantage of, like, okay, you know what? I always see Dale in here. I always see Femme Stylist in here, right? Or Stylista in here, right? So because they're like quality engagers, and they're quality, you know, they always comment with quality. They're always adding value. They're always, you know, saying really, really awesome things in the room. Why don't I see what's up with them? So make sure to connect with each other. This is a great time to do that. I know that this room, this live streaming room is perceived to be small, but sometimes you can really meet amazing people in a small room like this, right? Especially when it's the same people over and over that come back, right? So, sorry, these comments are funny. I'm here for it though. I need some good troll action. I haven't had any for a while, so it's kind of, I need to get, this is kind of like a, you know, when you go to like a training class, right? Like you want to get your sparring in. So this is good for that. Okay. So definitely make sure to come on in. Let's see. So does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions, right? Yeah, the troll desires are here, but that's okay. You know what the troll desires do? They're just people. It's kind of like cockroaches, like when they kind of just like are coming around and they're just scurrying for energy and they're just like eating off like the bottom of like the crumbs on the ground. That's what they are. It's okay. It's fine. All you do is just kind of like get rid of them, like pish posh. But it's kind of cool though, right? Because it kind of keeps you on your toes a little bit. So that's all they are. Okay, guys. Also, does anybody have any questions about health, fitness, mindfulness, money making? Okay. Anybody have any questions? So in the meantime, I'm just going to talk about how you can start to make your own TikTok shop. And then if you're like, Ciana, that's great, but can you, will you ask, like, I have another question about this, then I'm happy to segue, but just in the meantime, okay? So if you want to make money on TikTok shop, all you need, number one, all you need is 1,000 followers. It's very easy to get. You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked with how easy it is to get. Okay. Number two, you have to be 18 and older. You have to be 18 and older. Number two. Number three, you just have to have no violations. What are your thoughts on prebiotics? I take prebiotics. I take it in gummy form. I like them. Prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics. Like, I love them all. I think at the end of the day, getting your nutrition from food is ideal, right? Like, I think that is number one. But number two, I think that also we can hear that advice and we're like, oh, well, if I should be really getting it from food, I'm not in a position right now to really eat healthy. So, because I eat out a lot. So I'm just going to wait till I can eat healthy later on in my life, right? Get the probiotic, get it in a gummy form, get it in a liquid form. Those usually absorb better. So I like them. Okay. Toby, going to get you a ring. Ann says, where are you from? So I am from California. All about California. I was born in Los Angeles. All right. So if you're here too, make sure to like the live. So there's 30 beautiful souls. Even though some of the souls are trolls, God still loves you. It's okay. We have 31 beautiful souls. Make sure to like out the live. And what that does is it triggers TikTok. It triggers YouTube to say, oh, there's something, cooking over there. So make sure to do that, right? Also too, if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. All right, Detroit here, I see you. All right. What's your question? Ask it again. So let's see. Also too, every time I get to a stop sign or a red light, I'll be able to also answer your question more thoroughly if I miss it. Patrick, what up? Patrick, I don't mean to put you to work, but there's a lot of troll desires in here today. Double tap the screen if you haven't done it already. I appreciate that, Jamal. Thank you so much for that energy coming in and contributing to the live stream. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot. You know what, Femme Stylist? But this is what is interesting about the trolls, because as you continue to grow, online, it comes with the territory. So I've learned to just embrace it, and like it teaches me to think quicker on my feet, right? So also too, it also triggers you to, not triggers, but it teaches you to separate a trigger response from a logical response, if that makes sense, right? So you could immediately want to say something back, and all they're doing, you guys, is making you say something that ends up ultimately making you lose, right? Because you could say something crazy and something you really don't even mean, or the troll can even provoke you so bad to where it pushes you out of your normal character. And guess what? They could be screen recording you, and then now they repost that, and then you look like you're the crazy one, right? So you gotta look at it from the troll's perspective. Okay, all they're doing is just wanting to like stir up stuff. So you do the opposite. That's all it is. California is amazing. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day in LA. It's amazing out here. Let's see. And that's the thing, like, it really trains you in life too. Because when I was getting on, you guys, like maybe like 8 months ago, and it was when TikTok first started putting the live streams inside of the shorts feed, and it was like, I mean, boom, there would be like 80, 90, 100 people in here, and 50 of them would be like would be trolls. And I just, it helped me think quicker on my feet, and it helped me practice my emotional intelligence, and it even helps in real life. So when there's frustrating moments that happen in real life, you kind of learn to separate, like, okay, I'm not going to get turned up right now because it's really not that serious, right? So definitely, you know, embrace the trolls. If you're on the journey of doing live stream, you know, I'm a live streamer. I go live here on YouTube, and I go live on TikTok, and they're just there. It's really, really poor, unfortunate souls that just have nothing better to do. Like, they would just rather sit behind a computer and just, I don't know, get a kick out of saying ridiculous comments. And they're not even making money. Like, I'm just like, y'all aren't even making any money at this. More than half of those accounts are, exactly. So there's no reason trolls are jealous people. Exactly, that too. Like, there's no reason to allow a human being at the end of the day who's a stranger to provoke you and then push you out of your character. And then guess what? Now that's on the internet of you going crazy, right? I just like to be troll. Wait, I just like to troll all my free time. It's funny. You're not a bot. So at the end of the day, guys, like, I love that when you power through the trolls, there's so much opportunity on these platforms to make money. There's so much opportunity to build amazing communities. You know, I've made sales because the trolls are there. It's kind of like this, like, you know, like when something goes into momentum, right? There's like a negative charge and a positive charge. And it's like the negative and the positive charge together, like, swirl together and push out that momentum. That's kind of like what's happening on the internet. And so once you kind of understand it from that standpoint, they're just there to honestly help the page. Like, there's a video on my TikTok right now, and there's a bunch of bots and trolls in there, and every single day that it keeps going viral, I make money. Because what's cool is that there's really kind people on the internet. So it actually reveals the people that are real and reveals the people that are really, really awesome, beautiful souls too. And then usually what happens is there's positive people in the comments defending the creator against the negative comments, and it just keeps propelling the video out. Okay? So just you know, you'll get to that level. If anyone is a live streamer or scared about it, it's not that big of a deal. A million times out of, I mean, honestly, 999,999,999 million thousand out of a million thousand, whatever, you'll never meet these people. And most of the time, again, they're literally bots. I love your content. I've been trying so nervous. It takes guts. I'm 54, working 40 plus a week. Yeah, I hear you. I'll be able to read the rest of your comment when I'm stopped again. But I hear you. It's, you know, it's just like anything in life. Like once you just start doing it, you get used to it. You build up that muscle. You build up that momentum. And another really big thing I've learned, I'm still in the journey of learning this too, is the more you live stream, the more your nervous system calms down about being scared about being perceived. So a lot of times really that's what's holding us back, right? Like we don't want to be judged. We don't want to be perceived in a certain way. But when you're on the internet, there's there's literally billions with the B. There's billions of people on the internet, right? So there's going to be so many perspectives. So you kind of like, it's so vast that you kind of just say, I'm just surrendered to it, right? Like if you think I'm this because of this, then cool. And a lot of times people are having their perceptions about you based on their own personal experiences. So, and we can't control that, right? How do you get your teeth so white? So I use Guru Nanda white teeth. It's called Guru Nanda. It's really huge on TikTok. The whitening strips. I also do oil pulling twice a day. I used to do it once a day. I bumped it up to twice a day. So I do oil pulling in the morning, oil pulling at night. And it just kind of gets that extra, like anything in your mouth that the bristles of your toothbrush can't get to. And I think that there is properties in it that do something to your teeth that give the illusion that it's whitening them. Also too, every once in a while, I will do activated charcoal. It looks crazy when you first do it. But if you get activated charcoal, which you can get like a can of it from Whole Foods, and make sure, you know, it's a good brand. And you just take a little bit of it, a tiny bit, mix it with some water and just brush your teeth. You can actually mix it with coconut oil too and brush your teeth with it. That will get your, that will get off a layer. What else do I do? Of course, brushing the teeth, that's obvious. But I specifically use an electric toothbrush, right? So I appreciate the super chat. Let me see. When I get to the next red light, I'll be able to see what it is. Also too, I really do appreciate when you guys do support in here, because I come on almost every day, every other day. And, you know, I'm genuinely here for you guys, but it really does stand out when I do get monetary support over here, because, you know, it just doesn't happen very often. So I really, really do appreciate it. So welcome in. I see you. Everyone, make sure to subscribe to Miraculous. I think that's your name. Yeah, Miraculously. Let's see what strips. Yeah, it's called Guru Nanda. Guru Nanda. Anyone notice I don't really know what that means. Every 304 goes crazy. I don't really know what that means. Okay. You swish with peroxide. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's another really good tactic. What else? Oh, you know what I don't do, guys? So I had braces, and when I was in high school, junior high to high school, and it got me used to not chewing with the front of my mouth. I only chew with the back of my mouth, because when I had braces, you know, if you bite into something, like it would be, all the food would be stuck in your braces, and it's just disgusting. So I just got used to always like tearing food off or taking the spoon and then putting it in the back of my mouth. So I think I've been able to preserve the front of my teeth, because I don't bite into anything. Like, you know, when people take an apple and they'll go like, and they'll use their front teeth. I don't do that. I always use the side, or I'll make sure it's cut and then I put it into my mouth. Okay. Also too, for anyone that always is ever wondering about streaming and driving, so there's actually full pages on YouTube where it's called Storm Chasers. They're live in the car, and they're literally tracking and running after at high speeds storms. Okay, like literal blizzards and hurricanes and cyclones and tornadoes. There's whole channels on it. Just type it in. storm chasers. YouTube, because I reached out to them about it, and I talked to a police officer in California. I don't know about other states, so make sure to get with your own law enforcement. But I asked the police officer, I said, hey, am I allowed to just have my camera filming me while I'm driving and I'm just talking? And he was like, yeah, as long as it's a hands-free device, you can stream and drive. You guys, there's whole shows with police officers doing it. So just to let you guys know that, like, it is you guys got to make sure to read your guidelines when you're doing these things. You just have to make sure you're not promoting any kind of dangerous behavior. So if I was like trying to, speed up and hit people, or like anything just ridiculous, but if you're in your car and you're driving the speed limit and you're not touching the screen and you're paying attention to the road, it's just like if somebody were to sit next to me and I'm like, oh yeah, oh really, are you serious? Oh, that's crazy. It's the same thing. Like, that's it. Like, we're just having a conversation. You guys just happen to be on the internet and I'm just talking out loud. That's it. So for anyone, that is just like so freaked out by it, like, it's fine. Okay. If it wasn't allowed, you wouldn't see anyone ever in their car doing it. But there's thousands of people that do it because it is legal. You just have to do it correctly. Okay, so there's just that. But and I'll be able to read the next comment when I get to the red light. So, when it comes to trolls and bots, do not let somebody that is so severely distorted in their brain with the way that they perceive themselves, that all they care to do all day is just like go around the internet and like say stuff. Don't let them don't let them make you miss out on an opportunity of a lifetime to build an amazing community. Yeah, no, it's not. No. And YouTube is owned by Google. YouTube is serious. Like, YouTube is in the top whatever of the entire globe, like the top companies in the entire globe. So, you wouldn't even be allowed to do it. Like, I wouldn't even be able, like, as soon as they saw the motion of the car, it would be over with, right? But there's a thin line though. There's a thin line. Like, you can't be holding it. A lot of times what happens is people will hold it and be on live. That is a no-no. You need both your hands available so that way, if anything is happening, you can do what you got to do, right? But you can't, like, I can't like touch the screen and be like, scrolling, going through stuff, clicking around. I can't do that, right? So there's a thin line there. Okay. I wouldn't encourage it though. I'm just going to be like, this is the disclaimer. I don't know how any other human being drives other than Ciana Singh. So I would not encourage anybody to do this. I know that I'm actually on the slow, like, I drive the speed limit, and in LA, people get very mad because people love to speed. People love to speed. People always are in a rush. So I drive so to the book that people honk at me all the time. If it says 65, I'm going to go to 65. I might hover to 67, right? Literally, my mom was driving with me. She's like, Ciana, you're kind of driving slow. And I'm like, Mom, look, I'm driving at 65 and it's 65. And she's like, I know, but so it's, I don't know how everybody else drives. I'm a very cautious driver. And I don't tailgate. I don't like bump up against somebody. And people get annoyed when they drive with me because I will not drive up behind someone. So people will kind of go in front of me. Like, they'll take the space they'll take up the space. So say if someone's trying to get somewhere and they're driving next to me, they'll hurry up and get in front of me because I've let the gap be there. But you guys, do you know how many, I've seen hundreds of accidents of people tailgating. You cannot trust the person that is, you can't trust a person. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. What's my sign? I used to be into the sign stuff. I think it's fun to talk about, but I don't really like follow it anymore like that. I just plug into God. But I'm an Aquarius. I used to be really big into it, and I just was like, I felt like it was a limitation. Because I feel like sometimes with the horoscopes, it could be like, well, you're this and you're this and you're this, so you're not really good in this. And it's like, but what if that's really your dream? The thing that it's saying in the horoscope that you're not good at. And I'm like, this is fun. It's lighthearted. It's not that big of a deal. But I'm just like, plugging myself out of like the horoscope stuff. I just plug right into God, and God is limitless. So I just plug into that. that's my vibe. But it's, you know, it's fun to like chit chat about, you know, here and there, but I don't like hold myself to it. Okay. Well, yeah, you can be driving too slow, but I don't drive too slow. I drive the speed limit, and I drive with traffic. So say if the traffic is going like the average is like 68, I'll drive 68, right? But in LA, like people would categorize me as driving slow because I drive the speed limit. Do you see what I'm saying? Like people just drive, they're always in a rush and they're always trying to get somewhere. So people like to go 80, 85 and then wonder why they're always getting pulled over. Well, it's because you're going 80, 85 and a 65, right? And I purposely, there's another thing too with LA. I like to I don't want to be, why would we rev up our nervous system just to try to get to your fitness class or try to get to the gym or try to get to work? Just leave on time. So for example, I'm on my way to this fitness class right now, right? I left an hour and a half before this class started. It only takes 35 minutes to get there. I left an hour and a half so I could just relax. I can relax. I can drive the speed limit. I'm not in a rush. I'm comfortable, right? I'm sitting back. I'm drinking. I'm getting hydrated. Like I'm going to get there. I'm going to park comfortably. I'm going to get my yoga mat. I'm going to set up. Like, why are we rushing? Trust me, I was a huge rusher. Everyday muscle. Yeah, you guys only get the kitchen treatment every once in a while. I got to keep you guys on your toes. So yeah, guys, there's no reason to risk your life just to get somewhere on time. Like it's not worth your life. Your life is too precious. Like just drive the speed limit. Go extra early. Oh, well, I don't want to like go extra early. I want to sit and scroll on my phone until I'm ready to go. Well, why don't you go early, leave 20 minutes early, put on a nice podcast, get smarter, take a course. You can literally take a course and have a certificate in LA traffic. I've done it. I got my life certification by listening to the course, just having it sitting down and I'm just listening to the course. And I would listen to it and I would be, because I'm in the car, I'm concentrated. And there's like a little quiz at the end. And when I would park, I would take the little quiz and then boom, I literally got a life coaching certification, partly took the life coaching certification in the car. Flow of traffic laws are vague on purpose. Yeah. So all I know is that I have 0 on my record. I drive the speed limit. So that's why I don't encourage anyone else to do this. I don't know how everybody else drives. I don't know how anybody else drives. So I don't want to, I would advise you not to record yourself and drive. Because I don't know how you drive. I just don't know. Right? You know what's funny is every time I drive and I'm not recording myself, I get every red light. Every time I'm on here and I'm like, okay, let me get to a red light so I could really glance down. And then it's just green, green, green. You drive like you're in a place. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, everyday muscle wouldn't be able to do this and drive. It's better when you're not driving because you pay attention. That's true. That's true. Everyday muscle. That's true. Hey guys, my phone overheated. My phone overheated. All right, guys. So I'm going to actually go because it's going to keep overheating now. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure to subscribe. One-on-one email coaching is still available. So if you want to tap in with that, it is available. Make sure to share out the channel so we can continue to grow this Embody Pursuit tribe. We've met some amazing people in this channel, but it will continue to grow the more we share out our live streams, the more we share out just whatever your favorite video has been. your favorite conversation has been. Share it out. You know, it gets people to come in. All right. Have a beautiful day. Bye.